DPS, so you might be stuck in the low tier of Overwatch and you might find it hard to get out. Like, I know some of my friends have been stuck in bronze for all of the 6 seasons, and I'm pretty sure some other people have too. But actually, I placed silver in season 2, and it was really easy to rank up. So today I'm going to be breaking down several tips to help you in the means of ranking up the competitive ladder. Now, in the lower tiers, you often see that the hardware and the aiming accuracy is really bad, and so you can change this by just changing your sensitivity to suit the character that you're playing or your main character. And yeah, basically when you pick a character, try to fill or just play someone you're good at. So if the team already has enough DPS, you clearly don't want to go DPS, and that's one of the most common reasons why people in bronze stay in bronze. You need to make sure that you don't overextend in the map, since competitive is a very team-based game and it requires cooperation throughout from all of the team members. So if one of you goes off and then gets killed, then there's another 10 seconds you have to wait to respawn. So this is definitely not going to assist your team if you overextend too many times. You also need to make sure that you remember to use voice comms, so use your microphone to communicate with your team in game, just feeding them any information on where the enemy players are and what's the status of your ultimate, so that maybe in the future you can try to combo ultimates and try to assist them in, you know, wiping out the whole team. So some really good examples of combinations of ultimates in the game would be using the Graviton Surge and also using Hanzo's ultimate, or using the a more recent one is Graviton Surge and Doomfist ultimate. But really any of those that fit together. An uncommon one that you might see in pro games that's not being utilized in the lower tiers or even Diamond or Masters is that you can actually use Genji and McCree's ultimates to together. So like Genji can whip out Dragon Blade and bring down the enemy team's health, and then McCree can press Q and basically lock on to all those targets, and it makes it much easier to lock onto those targets, since the way the ultimate functions is that the more HP a player has on the other team, when McCree activates his ultimate, it will lock on much faster, and that could even kill the whole team. So that's definitely a deadly combination. But pretty much you want to work out with your team members what the status of their ultimate is, and maybe work out a plan with them in game. And yeah, and this all has to be happening while you are staying positive. Being negative in game will definitely negatively impact your team, and this might go into like a trust issue. Like if you're playing in a low tier and someone else picks a sniper, and obviously snipers are known to be, you know, off meta or not really viable, but the real thing is that they are. It just depends on who's playing them, and in the lower tier a lot of people don't like to have snipers on their team. But that doesn't mean you should say something negative in response, because that will just make your team more toxic, and it could even end in a defeat. So using all of these tips that I explained earlier, it will become easier to work your way up the ranks. You are going to have to put in the time though, but yeah, if you stick to all these tips and reinforce them throughout every single game, then it should be fine, unless you just get a bunch of levers, but that unfortunately can't be helped. Even in Platinum and Diamond and Master games that sometimes happens, but you'll notice as you work your way up the ranks the skill cap becomes larger gradually. So yeah, that's how to find your real rank and rank up.